Welcome back. If you're one of those people who like to read books that have you on the edge of your seat, we've got the one for you today. A Richmond Hill author's gripping new book explores the return of a killer whose secrets resurface with him. Now, James Smith is joining us now. He is the author of 1989, What Happens When a Killer Returns for Revenge. Good morning, James. How are you?
I'm doing good. About yourself?
I'm good. I'm happy to have you here. Happy to have you at 1989, but I think it's a little spooky. It's a little thriller we got going on. Before we get into the book, start by telling me about just your aspirations to become an author.
My aspirations to become an author, they started back when I was in the 4th grade. I had a love for creative writing. So it's one of those things where it's always been in me. Then when I got close to retiring from the military, I needed something to deal with my PTSD, my depression. Mm-hmm. So I decided, okay, I'm going to actually start writing this novel that I wanted to write since I was in 4th grade. So that's where that came from.
So this became like an outlet for you?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So tell me about the book. It definitely sounds a little scary. Like I don't know. I'm a little nervous. But I see it takes place in Monroe, Georgia, and we have a serial killer. Used to be a serial killer, comes back around. Is that what's going on?
No. So old ghosts are awakened 30 years after the death of the notorious serial killer known as a penny murderer. When two people kill using their signature, a note with a penny on it. When the first note says, "A penny for your thoughts," what happened? You awaken a ghost. So it starts from there, and Sergeant Allen from the actual story has to go in and figure out, is it a copycat killer or did they get to arrest the wrong person 30 years ago?
So how long had you been working on this book?
So it took me about 2 years to write.
2 years. How did you come up with the idea? Did it just feel like you started writing and your brain started flowing, everything just kind of came out on paper? Or how'd you go about this?
So yeah, so I've always been a big fan of true crime and forensic files, things like that. So it's one of the things where the story came from those actual stories I saw, and I just wrote it down.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like one to have you on the edge of your seat. And this isn't the only one, because you're already cooking up the sequel to this book, right?
Right, yes.
Tell me about it.
So the sequel is going to be called 1989, An Eye for an Eye. It's going to take place shortly after the conclusion of 1989, where the killer returns for revenge. And it's one of those things where it's going to tackle what's the cost of revenge and justice.
Mm-hmm. All right, so who do you think is the ideal reader for this book?
Anybody that loves psychological thrillers, true crime stories, they would love this book.
And as someone who aspired to be an author since you were 4, what advice do you have for people who are thinking about writing a book and just to go for it?
Just do it. Don't let your fear consume you. Just get a pen and paper and just write your story out.
Yeah. And that's exactly what you did here. And we will have all the information on where people can buy this book. And also, because the second one is coming out next month sometime, yes, we'll also have a link for folks to go ahead and get that situated and get the second one, get both.
Yes.
Thank you so much, James, for joining us. And we wish you best of luck on your career as an author.
All right. Thank you so much.